Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to SewGrannySew. I'm so happy that you have joined us. Today, we are going to do things a little bit different. We often, as quilters and sewers, find ourselves blocked in our sewing room with an overabundance of fabric, and the only way out of that is to sew through it. So we're going to start organizing our sewing room by just taking a look around and seeing what projects we can finish up and get out to give a little more room, and then we'll start working on our fabrics that are taking up the most room. So I'm going to have you look around here. So my sewing room, we have all this stuff here. The patterns we can do something else with. The AccuQuilt cutter and dies and so forth, that's going to have to stay. And of course, the design board we're going to leave stay. Here we have a quilt I made up for the car. It's a big bulky one because it's got the poly batting in it. A little too big for the car, I think. So my niece graduated this year. Go ahead and we're going to get that packaged up for her as one of the things to do today and get that mailed off to her. So up here is our normal sewing stuff. We do have a little bit we could clean up with this fabric here. I share my quilting room with my closet. This is all fabrics, and that cabinet is my fabrics to sell. And of course, in that fabric or that cabinet, we also have fabrics to sell. We can kind of declutter that a little bit. You can see we have big things of fabric right there. I put all my inventory when it comes in. I bring it right to the table and I get it bagged up into either cellophane bags, or if it's too big, I use the poly mailer. We also have one of the Operation Christmas Child donation dresses that we need to package up, and a sweatshirt I am currently making for my 6-year-old grandson. So we'll get that finished up as well. We'll make this a weekly thing, if not more often, just to take one day every week and go through our sewing room. I do still have another 50 plus yards of fabric coming in, and I got to organize this before winter, and I'm like totally closing my sewing room. So I'm going to bring you back to the table and we're going to get started. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pull this bag out of here. I'm going to go ahead and grab a shipping bag. So I will also link the shipping bags and the mailers, such as this. I have various different sizes I use, and also cellophane bags that I use below. We will be using today's pirate ship. It does give the best prices possible that I have found online. It does save quite a bit, especially if you're a small business shipping things out. I got bags like this. I got it all nice and secure. I will do another bag over top of that. Go ahead and get this double bagged up and I'll meet you back here. So we have the package double bagged up. So when I go to weigh it, I just use a normal kitchen scale I've got off of Amazon. You can find them wherever you'd like to get them. I found this one to be really trustworthy though, and come up pretty much accurate for the weight. I take one of my labels that I'm going to use for a shipping label, and I put that on there. And I always include one of my stickers on there. And then we'll go ahead and put that on there. We're going to go with 37.5 ounces for that. So we'll get the address in the bag and I'll meet you over at the printer. So this is our little setup for printing shipping labels. I have a Jaden printer, which I got on Amazon, and I'll leave that below. It does come with a stand here, and it comes with 50 of the shipping labels. You can also get the labels on, which I'll link below as well. But so I got it plugged in my power strip there, and we're just going to reach back there and turn it on. And this is awesome. Even if you're just sending out like Christmas presents or something like that, it works great. It saves a lot on printer paper. You're not wasting out all that printer paper, which is why I got it. Because, so if you have a small business, that's a lot of waste. So I'm going to have to go up here and I'm going to screen record the process of this. It will print out in the end of the screen recording. It will print out here. And once it gets done printing, I can turn this back on and show you what we do from there. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to walk you through the process. The first thing you're going to do is go to pirateship.com, and you can just Google that. Once you get into it, it's going to come up with this, and it's going to give you the option to either start a new account or to log in to an existing one. So because I already have an account, we're going to log in. So it'll pop up with it wanting your email and password. So of course it's SewGrannySew at Yahoo. And then you're going to enter your password and you're going to click on the Yar Log Me In. Then it's going to want the name and address for where it's being shipped to. So you can type in the name, the address, the city, state, and zip code. And then it's going to ask you for what type of packaging it is. So this one we're going to send by box, but you can also select the poly mail or the envelope if you'd like. The reason we're sending it by box is because the measurements are 16 by 16 for length and width, and then it's 6 inches high. So anything over 19, it's going to direct you to go back to the box one. So we just went ahead and entered it as a box in the beginning. So I always put in 0 pounds and just enter the ounces because I weigh in ounces, and it figures it out for you. And then you're just going to click on that Get Rates, and it's going to come up with the rates. And it's giving you the best rate. So you can see it's for Ground Advantage USPS, or you can, for 252 more, you can switch it to UPS. So I usually send out UPS because that's usually the cheapest from my area. However, this package, we're just going to, because it's a gift, not to a customer, we're going to go ahead and send that with USPS. So we clicked on that, and then you're just going to click on it. At the bottom it says buy label. You did not see that. If you're using PayPal, you can just click on that little link there by the tracking number and it'll copy that. And then it's going to come up with download label, and you're going to click on download label. And once you click on Jaden's printer, it'll come up how you want to download it. It will ask you to allow the Bluetooth to turn on. Always click the allow. Then it will come up and it'll search for devices, and this is the printer. So you just click on that printer, and then it'll show you the label. And then at the bottom it says print, so you'll just click on print and it will print your label out. I'm trying to keep all the information private for other consumers and so forth, and the names and address. The shipping label now, all ready to go. It's got all the information on it, so we're going to go ahead and attach it to the bag, and we'll just put it on there. And it'll be ready to ship out. So we'll just drop that off at the local post office, and it'll be already shipped out. So I'm going to go ahead and get this out of my sewing room. We got that out of there. So we got a nice little spot there now, which will give me a place to put that bottom box, which is our first half of the year taxes. And we're going to go ahead and move this box over to that blank spot. Put you back on the holder here and get this switched around, and then we'll move around the room. Have fabric up here left over from our donation dress. So we're just going to go ahead and bag that fabric up. Set that over here on the pile. And next up, we are going to get this dress ready to put in a bag and so forth, and get it marked with the seated when they're prepping the boxes for the donation. And I do have a tag gun and tags that I'm going to use to mark these, as well as labels. All three of those items I purchased off of Amazon. I'm going to take this tag and fill it out real quick. That completely fill it out, and then I'm going to write the size. For the purpose of when they do the donation boxes, you know, they know about a 7-8-year-old girl. And then we'll put it right on the front. You're just going to take your needle, put it through the hole, and then through the fabric. Pull the trigger, and your label is on. So then we're just going to put that into a bag. Put this up in my basket, up on my shelf, until I get them all made up, and then I will drop these off with my sister-in-law. We're going to go ahead and scan around the room and see what we can find next. Also on the table, we have this package here. This is an ongoing thing we're doing videos on, so I'm going to leave that there. We have some receipts and stuff right there. Those are items that haven't come in yet, and I like to, like I said, do my inventory right on the table. So I got those handy to check off as I get that in. So now we'll just scan around a little bit. We got some papers we can file away here, so we'll get that done. Okay, over here we have, this is another ongoing project. This is our Oak Grove Lane quilt that I haven't decided what I'm doing with yet. So I will move that over to that pile with that other one as well. And this box is items that are going into the shop, but I have to finish up 1 or 2 items on them. So I know there's one purse that needs a handle yet, a handbag that needs a handle. And I have the fabric still for it. I just haven't gotten to it. And them are good. Them have to be put away yet, but I'm at a lack of where to put them. So here we have a piece of the Oak Grove Lane that I found inside my sewing machine cabinet that fell down behind the sewing machine. So we'll get that sewed up and put with the rest. And then, of course, we need to organize this. In that bottom one, we have both canvas and cotton and knits. And so that one needs to be gone through. That's our shipping supplies. And then we have these here, and they're all for clothing, but we are not starting nothing new until we got everything that we can do done. So after we get that bit on the table put away, this is my grandson's sweatshirt. We're going to go ahead and work on finishing that up. So I have it done to just a few items here we got to tend to you today. So I have this one, and of course I have my diagonal line. I don't know how I lost this in there. We just need to sew a 1/4 inch on each side and cut that, and then we'll place those two after we iron them flat into our bag with the Oak Grove Lane quilt we're working on. I need to get some fabric out to do the handle for this, and then I'll finish up the sweatshirt. So I'm going to go ahead and get these items done, and I will meet you back here. So we have all of our projects done, the 3 that we had to do. So I do got the handle on this bag, and it's all wrapped up. I'm going to go ahead and put this in my tote. And I have this, my grandson's sweatshirt done as well. On the sweatshirt, I did line because he really liked this making, and that's what started the whole making of my sweatshirt. And then, of course, the sleeves. He wanted lined sleeves, so we put Mickey inside the sleeves as well. And then the pocket. And he does like his texture stuff. So we went ahead and made that up for him. I did get this pattern off of Etsy if you're interested. I will put a link in the comments below. But it's really, really simple, actually. Was not hard to do at all, in my personal opinion. So it's a oversized, I guess it don't say on there. Just dressytalk.com, but it wasn't called an oversized sweatshirt or hoodie. The pattern was, but I will leave that link down for you. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video with those things. We did get quite a bit cleaned up, as you can see. I do have this out next because I'm going to take, I had gotten this into some sweatshirt material from one of the sellers. I'm going to make some jogging pants to go with this hoodie over there. And that'll use up a little bit of that. And then I'm going to make up something else with it too. I'm not quite sure yet. But I will close out for today. As always, guys, if you found this video useful, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. It really helps our channel grow. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button because we'd love to see you at SewGrannySew. Thanks all. Have a great day. Bye.